There are billions of users on YouTube. So how can you stand out? I might not be the best counselor judging from metrics and society standards, but I know I made some changes on my channel and I'm seeing some results. So if you're interested in this, keep watching. I'm the last person to give you advice on how to grow your channel because my channel is just a year old and it has been in limbo for a while because I was on maternity leave. But I have been seeing some growth recently and someone told me, why don't you just share? So from my analytics, I found out that my channel is growing and I'm like, what am I doing right? What am I doing right? And I knew I could recognize some few things that I did. I told myself I was going to share these tricks when I have hammered. My friend just said, you know what? Just share it now so that people can learn. And that is what we are all about, giving values, okay? So let's go into the video. Hello and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. I am doing well myself. Thank you for asking. My name is Abby Green, popularly known as Boo Boo from Boo Boo's Boulevard, and you know that I have a lifestyle blog, booboosboulevard.com, so go check it out and read from the many blog posts that I write. And on this platform, I help parents and individuals at large find balance in life, and we do that through sharing productivity tips, intentional living, working smart, and living happy. Okay, I am not a motivational speaker, but if you know me personally, I love everything psychology. So I have a certificate in neuro-linguistic programming and life coaching. I'm not rubbing it into your face, but I am that friend that you need to bank on. So I am going to be talking about the things that you could do to grow your channel. I'm not going to be talking about like hefty physical things. I am not going to tell you to jump from Mount Kilimanjaro just because you want to get 1 million views. No, I'm not going to do that. Safety first. Twerk so that you can get 1 million views. Hell no, I'm not going to do that either. How dare I? How dare I? I'm a Jesus baby. I'm a Jesus baby. Anyway, what I'm going to tell you is more of the mental work you're going to be putting in so that you get results, okay? So it's as simple as that. The mental work to get results. Capiche? Number 1, be yourself. I know it sounds cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. Be yourself. You cannot be anyone else but yourself. I remember when I started YouTube, even before I started YouTube, anytime I practice in front of a camera, like randomly, and like I would most likely do it like the person I have in my head. And I found out that it was not just fitting like a glove. It wasn't me at all, and it was reflective of the way I spoke in my previous videos. Please don't go to my previous videos, please. Okay, you can try to see the progress that I did, but you just have to be yourself. You just have to be yourself. I know some people say, oh, when you're a certain age, you don't talk this way, you don't do this thing, you don't. Come on, who made the rules? I keep asking, who made the rules? So you have to be yourself, be comfortable in your own skin. Okay, a good example is this. You see this wig I'm wearing? See, I love Afro wigs. Like, no matter whatever you're telling me, I'm still wearing them. I have other wigs. There's one I just put on for the sake of I have different wigs, different style and everything. But I wasn't still feeling it. And I had to toss that one out and wore the one that I know I am comfortable in. So you have to be yourself so that you present yourself very well. You'll be very, very confident when you are comfortable in your skin. Number 2, cut down on motivational speakers and influencers. I am not saying that you should not listen to motivational speakers. What I'm trying to say is that you should cut down on it. Like, there are some influencers that you follow and to buttress my first point, when you all you do is take in and take in and take in, you're just like a sponge, you're taking in and taking in and taking in. When do you have the time to execute? And most times you're going to act like the people you have just been watching, except they are your perfect examples, except they are people who you see yourself in them, like you know that this one talks like you, this one does things like you and everything, then maybe you can follow them. But I would not advise you to follow somebody step by step, you know. Get your own uniqueness. Get your own uniqueness. I remember one time I was just binge watching YouTube channels. Even before I started, I was just binge watching YouTube channels, and I found out that there was one, she was just not a reflection of me. She's a fun lady. She's an American. She's not a reflection of me. Our personalities are two worlds apart. But I was watching her because I was thrilled about what she was doing. I decided that I was going to mimic her for one of my intros in the video. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. This is not me. I'm not comfortable, but I'm going to do it. My dear, I did that intro and I posted it as part of my video. Nobody told me to take that video down. I had to. Like, I watched myself. I was like, this is not me. And I was like, what were you thinking? It wasn't bad. The thing I was doing, that I was trying to like mirror her, was very good. If someone doesn't know me, they'll be like, oh, that was fantastic. But I did not like it at all. So I put it down. So influencers have a way of just coming into your mind, but if you keep binge watching, you don't even have your own time to sit down and execute, sit down and practice and find out what is actually your own unique style, you know. So you have to tone down. An example is maybe you go to a particular church that has branches. You see that the overseer talks a certain way, moves a certain way, and you see that the satellite churches from that overseer's church, they all move the same way. They do the same. Their nuances and everything are almost, or sometimes, the same, spot on. You could just tell that, oh, this is a member of this church. So that is how influencers influence us. So you have to tone down on them so that you can actually hear your own uniqueness, your own voice. Tone out the noise so that you can actually hear your own voice. Number 3, practice. Okay, so it is not normal for you to just stand in front of a camera and start ranting and start talking. Your brain recognizes it as something stupid because we are social human beings. When we are talking, we expect the other person to be on the end. You're facing the person and you're talking. That is how communication is supposed to be. Even if you're making a phone call, you have someone at the other end talking to you. But talking on the monorail kind of way, it tells the brain like, this is your cuckoo. But you have to practice. Practice makes permanent. Not perfect. You can be perfect. It can make it permanent. That it comes second nature to you. At first, it feels weird talking to the camera, but as you keep going and going, it becomes second nature to you. So do not underestimate the power of practice, okay? You get better at this. I'm rooting for you. Number 4, power on what you're good at. Okay, this is just very straightforward. You can be very soft-spoken and be the best presenter ever. You don't have to be a loud person for you to be a presenter, because people have this notion that you have to be extroverted and all that. I'm more of an extrovert, but I have my introverted side. So it might come easily for me, but there are some people who are introverts and you just feel that, oh, I'm so shy, how can I do YouTube and all that? No, if you're soft-spoken, be soft-spoken. Nobody is going to put a gun to your head and say, no, you have to scream out loud and everything. I know of a YouTuber whose voice is so monotonous in her presentation, and she's racking in views and subscribers and everything because she's unique, and I find her interesting. So you don't have to be, hey, what's up, how you doing, hey, high five, this is my channel, you better come and subscribe, blah 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 blah. No, if it's by that, I think I would have signed off of YouTube. Because I can't deal. I'm hyper when I'm with my kids and family and lovely friends, and I'm just happy, but not on YouTube. I'll just feel like a crazy woman. So what I'm trying to say is that you have to find your own voice. If your voice is husky, go ahead and do your video. Even in singing, like, I know that some people actually have husky voices, and those are the voices that I dream to have, like those husky voices, raspy voices. Those are the kind of things that sound so good. But to the person who has a raspy voice, they say, oh, I have a frog voice and I can't sing. Meanwhile, that is what some people are craving for. So you have to know your uniqueness in your presentation, in your voice texture, your tone, your accent. I am going to stay true to Queen's English and speaking, and when my Nigerian accent comes out, I embrace it proudly. Number 5, add value. So you have to listen. Why did you make a YouTube channel? It's for people to come, Abby. So listen to what people are trying to say to you. It could be through DM. Somebody could just criticize you constructively, and don't take it too hard. Tell them that, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. Thank you for the feedback and everything. It's not every time you get praises. If you are getting praises all the time, that's not even a good thing. So once in a while you get some criticism telling you what to do, where to tweak and everything. So listen to that. Also, when people are asking questions, then listen, because that is where you're going to get value by giving them answers. So that space, that loophole, you go find answers and become valuable by giving answers to all those throbbing questions that are bugging your subscribers and all that. And when you're starting, nobody really cares about your personal life. Are you a celebrity? Are you a celebrity? Oh, nobody wants that. I noticed that nobody wants that. But if you're a YouTuber that you're just putting out videos for your personal consumption, like your archive, like I know there's some travel videos that I'll just put up. I don't care if anybody's watching. I just want to have like an archive of all my adventure in Grenada. So that is not a problem. If people want to watch, fine. So that's not a problem. But when you're starting a YouTube channel, there's a high chance that they do not freaking care about your personal life, who you be. So just give valuable content. So that's what they really want. So if you're answering the questions that they are asking, then you're giving value. Number 6, and my final point, never give up. Never give up. It's going to be an arduous road. It's going to be a hard road. My blog is 5 years old. My YouTube channel is just a year old, and I gave like a long gap. Like the last video was in January before I started like 2 weeks ago. And it's sometimes you'd be like, why am I doing this? Why can't I just carry a blanket and just cover my head and call it a day? Or it will always be like that. Even Hollywood actresses and actors, they also feel that way. No matter the success you've attained, you most likely will feel that way, because the man's need is insatiable. You always want to go for the next big thing, and but you're growing. That's the most important thing. You are growing. You just don't know it. Even in the darkest times that you feel like nothing is going on, even when I was not posting videos, I saw that I was still growing. So don't beat yourself to it. I was tired. I was like, I'm so pregnant right now. I don't think I want to do anything. In fact, I'm just throwing in the towel. But I was like, of course, this is what I love to do. To come and talk to you guys. So I decided that I was going to come back. So anyway, that's all. How do you stand out? These are the things that you do, and they're all mental work. I'm not going to tell you that you should post at this time and post at this time, because if you post when you post, there are different times that are your peak times. All I would advise you is that go to your analytics. Your analytics is your body. It will tell you everything you need to know, who is watching, when they are watching. So that is what you need to help you. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post my videos. Okay, so from me to you, it's XOXO. Bye bye. The people won't let me record. Yes. You don't want mommy to record the video. I'm gonna cry like you. How are you? And there comes the other one. Okay, thank you, my darling. Thank you. Now you can shut the door. Thank you. Say hello. 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 She's so upset. She just woke up and she's been crying. I have to pause the video, then I'll record later. See all the things we do for you guys. You better subscribe. Yes, baby. They better subscribe.